musicals are funny? I thought they were like musical.
They can still be funny.
I've never actually probably
Have
seen.
you seen Pitch Perfect?
No. I can honestly say I
How
haven't.
dare you?
And I'm okay. But that brings us to our first subject.
No, this is the subject. How have you not seen Pitch Perfect?
Because I haven't.
Well, I haven't seen other things.
Like Yellowstone.
Mm-hmm, that's correct.
Why?
Because
Do you not know what Yellowstone is?
I mean, I'm gonna guess.
Have you tried to watch it?
I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it probably has something to do with
Montana.
yes, and people out there and the way that they live and interact. I don't know. Is it a timepiece? I have no idea. No interest in watching it.
She's like one of one people. You know why
Have
you
you
don't have
seen
any?
it?
You know what? Oh my God. There are two of you.
There's more
The
than
reason
that.
that you haven't watched, that you're not excited about it, is because you haven't watched it. If you would sit down and watch BJ, especially you, watch the first 10 minutes of the first episode. You're hooked.
What does it stream on?
Paramount?
That's why we haven't seen it.
Paramount.
We don't have Paramount.
But it doesn't just stream on Paramount. It's actually on NBC.
I don't have cable.
NBC.
Isn't that like a
National
cable?
Broadcasting Channel.
Okay, but NBC
I
is
think
like
that's what
Channel
NBC
5,
is.
right?
You don't have Channel 5?
No, all we have is streaming. That's all we have. We have streaming services, and that's
So
it.
you mean if you were to use your little fingers or do this on your streaming service device that you couldn't find Yellowstone?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe on Hulu. We do have TV on Hulu. You're right.
BJ watched the first 10 minutes of Yellowstone, he'd be hooked. And then you would be hooked.
Okay.
It would be one of those things that you would binge. And there's like 5 seasons
I
that you
will
can binge.
100%
And then there's
take
then there's the spin-offs. There's spin-offs. 1883, which has got Tim McGraw and Faith Hill in it. 1923, which has Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren in it. Mm-hmm. They're all like the backstories of how they got to this situation in Montana.
Okay. But what is it about though?
It's about life on a ranch in Montana and all the drama, kind of like a New Age Dallas kind of drama.
Oh.
It's dramatic.
Did you ever watch Dallas?
No.
Then how do you know it's a New Age Dallas?
I don't know. That's just my point of reference that I have.
Okay.
I don't know. But you should watch it.
Okay. Maybe. I'll think about it.
And be with the rest of the world.
When I have...
And understand what it means when somebody says you're being Beth.
I'm being Beth.
Yeah, because you're Beth a lot. You're a lot of Beth. In
Okay.
fact, you're a whole handful
Is that a
of
Karen?
And you know what?
Is that like a Karen?
You really are a little bit of a rip there, Beach. You're kind of a rip. I know you don't get that reference.
No
But
idea.
if you watch the show, you'd get that. You'd understand the relationship between Beth and Rip and why you're really a rip. You're very rippish.
So you think that I need to watch Yellowstone?
You should watch Yellowstone.
I think that you need to watch Pitch Perfect.
I'll get right on that.
All right, so here's the deal. You watch Pitch Perfect, at least the first one, all the way through, and I will watch... How many episodes is that? Is that 2 episodes?
That's at least one season.
A season?
That's at
Are
least
they an
one
hour
season.
long?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Pitch Perfect isn't even 2 hours long. So
Okay, then fine. 2 episodes.
I'll watch 2 episodes if you watch
I promise you'll watch the rest of it.
the entirety
I'm
of
not
Pitch
even worried
Perfect.
about it. You guys know. You watch Yellowstone. I'm not even worried about it.
I just want you to watch Pitch Perfect.
Okay. I've watched High School Musical. Does that count?
Oh my God, it's like even better than High School Musical.
All in this together.
How could High School Musical is like it's like elementary compared to Pitch Perfect, because like they're in college and they're doing college stuff and there's like all kinds of like adult humor and sexual references and like that. They don't have that crap in High School Musical. Why'd you waste your time? You could have been watching Pitch Perfect.
Because that's what my kids liked. High School Musical.
High School Musical.
That's what the twins used to call it. High School Musical. High School Musical.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, they're adorable.
I know.
I remember when they was babies.
baby.
What's the cutest thing that you remember your kids ever doing?
I don't know.
I can tell you off the top of my head, the cutest thing that Trey ever did was he could not pronounce spoon. It was boots. Like, that was the cutest freaking
It was
thing.
spoon? What?
Spoon. He couldn't pronounce spoon.
It was boots?
No, boots.
Boots?
Like, yeah, like boots. Like with a T.
Yeah, I don't know. They were just freaking fucking cute as hell.
All the time,
Yeah.
running around with knives.
I mean, other than yeah, I'd say that's probably the cutest thing is when they hurt each other. When like Max blew open Ty's eye. So he has a scar in his eyebrow now because when we lived on the farm, he had a set of golf clubs and those little wooden blocks with letters on them.
Yeah. Oh,
he hit one with the golf ball and it smacked Ty right there.
Oh my gosh.
And he's got a huge gash and now he's got the scar from it.
Did he have to have stitches?
Yeah, he had to have stitches.
Wow.
And he just sat there like a champ. He's like, da, 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 da. It's like, whoa, jeez. And Max felt so bad.
Oh, how old were they?
I want to say they had to be like 4 or 5 at that time.
Poor babies.
They were little babies. They were running around naked on the farm all the time.
I know. They were wild animals.
They're wild now. All them kids. Oh man,
I was concerned. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I would go into the farm and I would be a little bit concerned because like they had just access to all kinds of knives and fire. They were just feral.
They thought about the cutest thing is the poop pile, right? Whenever like an animal died, we just threw it in the poop pile because we had a giant poop pile of horse manure.
Yeah.
And so anytime something would die, anytime they'd start crying, they'd be like, "Do we have to take it to the poop pile?"
You're poor traumatized kid.
Now they associate poop with death.
Oh, that's amazing.
Any pile of poop is like, "Oh my God, I don't want to take him to the poop pile." That's what I did to my kids.
Yeah, but they probably have a lot more coping mechanisms than most kids.
They're invincible.
Yeah.
I know they're invincible.
Yeah.
Like they never get sick.
Yeah.
Because they grew up in, these conditions that are totally forbidden to any child these days of being in that outside world and doing all that stuff.
Did they go to public school?
The boys did their whole time.
Yeah.
Avery didn't until she was in middle school, I think.
Okay.
But the boys went to public school the whole time.
Okay. But they never went to like daycare or anything when they were younger. They were always on.
Hell no.
Yeah. So they didn't have exposure to all the nasty kid germs.
They played in a giant pile of horse manure.
No, I'm just.
They literally climbed it like it was a mountain. You don't understand. This was like a 15-foot tall pile of manure.
I guess if you're throwing animal bodies on it, it's got to eventually
with
get
animal
pretty
bodies
big.
on it. I mean, it's like this is a gnarly. And we tried to burn this pile of manure, and it just wouldn't.
Ew!
It just wouldn't. It was so dense.
Oh God!
We would sell it. We would sell it. Like people would come up with their trucks, and we'd sell a truckload of manure. I mean, but it was unturned. You know what I mean? Yeah, because normally if you want it to turn into compost, you've got to turn it.
Right.
We just left it as a raw pile. It's like half of the back pasture was nothing but this manure pile.
I mean, that's where all the nutrients are. So without it being,
I miss that smell though. You don't know about the smell of horse manure. It's got a good, this sweet, grainy smell that you hate, but you love. Like you'll actually miss it. The smell of horse manure. I was like, smell that.
So in case you guys didn't question his sanity before, he misses the smell of horse poop. I just want that. We're just going to leave that one right there. That's a nugget.
And
that's definitely a nugget.
All of the horse people know what I'm talking about. All the horse people out there know exactly what I'm talking about.
I mean, I like the way that the farm smelled. I did, but I can't say that I knew that it was horse manure that I was smelling.
It was horse manure.
It was magical. It was a magical place. It really was.
Magical. Everything is magic.
Yeah, it was lots of fun. I really enjoyed it.
Moving right along.
So anyways, now we're going to talk about other things.
What are we going to talk about?
Other things.
Like
I don't
what?
have anything to add to football. I have nothing.
You don't have anything to add to football?
No. I have nothing. I mean, I know that some of the teams are moving from someplace and they're going to now be in the SEC, and it doesn't really matter to me as long as there's food there. Why do you think I watch football? He makes football snacks. That's why I watch football.
Is that what it is?
100%.
I don't even really watch football. I just like to talk about it.
You do?
I mean, I don't even really like to talk about it. It's not like a topic that just screams at me.
Yeah.
But it is something that's interesting.
I mean, it's fun to watch, and like I'm starting to like slowly understand, but I feel like there's just like so many rules, and like it's a lot.
So many rules. Have you ever seen soccer?
Yeah. I have seen soccer,
Like
and I don't understand that crap either.
Offsides in soccer is like the one rule that I cannot wrap my mind around. I don't understand it. Like offsides in football is pretty good. There's a line, and if
Right.
you're past it before the ball is snapped, you're offsides. Offsides in soccer, I don't know. There's a guy down there that's kind of judging whether it's offsides or not. I don't know what's his criteria.
I understand it from like a really basic level, from like if your kid's 5 and they're playing it, like I get those rules. But
And I played soccer when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
But I don't remember that rule, and I don't understand it.
I have to learn it. He's gonna have to teach me.
And they don't like stop the clock. Like the clock just runs.
Yeah.
And then at the end, the judge just decides you have an extra 5 minutes because of reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no like in football, it's pretty clear. It's like the clock stops after the play, or if he goes out of bounds, or if he drops a catch. It's pretty straightforward.
Right.
But this one is just like a magic formula in that referee's mind as to how many extra minutes you get.
I mean, there's got to be something behind it, but I don't know.
It's like a fucking wind.
I know. He's gonna have to teach me about it because our youngest is trying out for the high school team.
Soccer.
He's a soccer player.
He's a soccer player.
He is a soccer player.
Does he have soccer player legs yet?
Have you
He's
seen
getting
him?
there.
He's getting there.
Have you seen him?
I mean, soccer player legs are unique.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, he had him. That was one of the things I
You had
loved.
him?
Yeah,
Where'd
he
they
played
go?
soccer.
Aw.
Oh, that's hurtful. He still has the calves.
They're still there. They're just protected.
Yes, dude, his legs were smoke. Like they were so hot, so hot. He even competed in Mr. Sexy Legs pageant. He won in high school.
Do you have that trophy on your wall? Does it look like the lamp from
I
the
wish
Christmas story?
there wasn't a trophy.
That should be a
It's in
lamp.
the yearbook somewhere.
It is in the yearbook. I do have it in the yearbook.
I need you to get a trophy of
Yeah.
your leg that looks like the Christmas story lamp.
that would
would
be
be
good.
awesome.
That would be Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas ideas. Look at you planting seeds. It was a really good fundraiser every year. So we would like put this curtain up across the auditorium stage, so all you could see was like the guy's legs when they were walking across the stage, and then we had a panel that had to vote, and yeah. But sold tickets for $5 a pop.
Things that I don't think I participated in.
You did not.
I know I didn't. Because my legs they're different. They're different.
They're very skinny now.
That's because mold.
Yeah.
This is what I'm realizing about getting old is that your body morphs in different ways.
You have
Things
very
that
skinny
used to
legs.
be up are now down. Things that used to be thicker are now thinner. Things that used to be bigger are now smaller.
They have surgeons for that.
It's like a little bit of a Shawshank Redemption situation going on, because inside of me, there's like this little kid who now has all this experience and knowledge and wants to do all these things.
Yeah.
But he's trapped in this shell that's getting worse every day. And he can't do anything about it except for just sit there and go, this sucks. That's the plight of being a man as you get older.
It's the same for females. There are things that like we can be pretty restricted on. But I mean, as far as like joint deterioration and all that, like I'm the same. Like I wish I could still run, but I can't. Only time you will ever catch me running is A, if I get my knees replaced, and B, if something's chasing me.
Yeah, but I can't even do that.
Well, I know, but like it's.
Something chases me, I'm like, okay, I guess we're done.
This
was it.
Then how are you supposed to survive the zombie apocalypse? We were just talking about this.
I'm not. I told you I said I'm going to try.
Not very well if you're not running.
I'll hobble.
We'll get you a scoot.
Well, my truck don't run out of gas.
We'll get you a scoot.
Otherwise, they're going to like punch the window out and take me. I'm
Yep.
like, dang it.
But you have guns, so that's fine. You probably don't
be a
really need to
zombie.
run, I guess, if you have all the weaponry.
True.
Yeah.
Do we want to go through any of these things?
So let's talk about pet peeves. Do you have
Pet peeves.
Do you have any pet peeves?
I don't have any pet peeves, but people have pet peeves of me
What?
that I chew my nails.
That's a bad habit. That's a little bit different.
Well, it's pet peeve too.
Okay.
Like if
But you have no pet peeves. There's nothing that anybody does, like when people don't use their turn signal or anything. Nothing.
that's called road rage. That's a difference.
When somebody doesn't use their turn signal, you have road rage.
That's they don't follow the freaking rules. Ooh. I remember when I took my driver's test, you were heavily degraded on your scoring
Yeah.
for not using your turn signals.
Yeah.
And I never understood how, I can't remember how to use your turn signal at a 3-point turn. That was the one I always got wrong.
Did you have to?
Yes, you did. You had to use your turn signal.
I don't know
you
how I passed.
Your turn signal was always turned for the direction of the 3-point turn, but then when you're making that second, where's your turn signal go? Because it went somewhere and I couldn't ever remember where your turn signal was. And then
Anyways.
the point is, yeah, turn signals, horrible drivers, people that get in the left lane and are not
Accelerate.
passing or
Yeah.
are not the line leader,
Yeah.
get out.
Yeah.
Just get out. I don't understand that.
I don't understand when people get in the left lane and like they will tailgate you, like you're definitely going way over the speed limit, and they'll tailgate you, you get over, and then they're still going the same speed as you. Like that's
Oh yeah,
That's something that
they don't
bugs
take
me.
Take the lane.
no, they don't. And that really bugs me. Like, oh, so you wanted me to just get out of your way so you could just be the front of the line? Like I can't. Yeah. Poor drivers. That's definitely a pet peeve. But then like people don't let people out anymore. Like people don't have any kind of like courtesy driving. Like that's a pet peeve of mine.
That's because they're all transplants.
I know.
From
And
those places,
It's really annoying.
and they brought those places habits here, and then they get mad at us for having our habits,
Yep. That's
and our
really
habits
annoying.
are good.
All of them. We're
All of them.
perfect.
We're perfect.
We're perfect.
Southerners are perfect. Hospitality and all that. Bless your heart.
Yeah, that's right. Except we're not perfect if we call a bubbly beverage soda imperfect. Well, it's fine.
People that chew with their mouth open.
Oh, that's a good one. What about gum? Does that still follow the same rule?
Well,
Chewing with your mouth open.
yes, chewing
Okay.
period with your mouth open, and the people that are like when they
Just
eat,
loud eaters.
they're loud. They're like making out with the food. I mean, you could have a moment if you need to while you eat, and you just close your eyes and have that moment.
Just don't food moan.
You don't need to food moan. You don't need to do that. I get it. It's good. You can do a little a little happy shake if you need to. I've seen that when you do the happy shake when you eat something like that's so tickle my tummy. I mean, I do that sometimes if I eat some. I'll cry when I'm eating.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's certain foods that'll make me cry. They're just
What?
that good.
What?
The cheese curds at Culver's.
I've never had those.
What?
Never. Yeah.
Cheese curds at Culver. The first time I had them, I shed a tear. I shed a tear.
Really?
It hurt me on the inside. It hurt me in a happy way. Hurt me in a happy way. It was so good. I don't know if I hadn't had one of my favorite foods in a while. Sometimes I'll tear.
Really?
Yeah, I get emotional.
Well, then don't you think that people that are food moaning are emotional? They're just experiencing it in a different way than you do?
You can do that quietly. You can do that in peace in your own little internal situation. You don't have to bring others into the fold of
What's happening between you and your food?
the romance novel you're having with your food. Okay?
Yeah.
Because that's some steamy, sweaty stuff. And
You don't get down with that.
I'm not okay with that. I
Okay.
don't understand.
Even
it.
like a really, really good steak that just like melts in your mouth.
I might go, that's about it.
Okay.
That's all you need. You just need a little burping. Just burp the gasket of deliciousness and happiness.
Okay.
You don't need to, again, the romance novel, that's a private reading.
Yeah.
That's something you read in private. You don't go to a book club to hear somebody reading a romance novel.
Nobody reads at book clubs. That's not what they do. They discuss what they read.
Or the people that do the reading aloud. It's never that like steamy part of the romance novel.
Okay.
He slammed a purple-headed warrior into a quivering pile of love pudding. I mean, you don't ever...
Too far. No. I used to read romance novels when I was in high school, and never ever do I ever remember anything being purple-headed or anything.
It was in a movie. I can't remember what movie that was. It was like Naked Gun or something like that.
Oh my God.
I think it was Leslie Nielsen that read that, and it was that specific line. It was hilarious.
That's awful. I'm really glad though that they have ebooks now, so that we don't have to know what these like 60-year-olds are reading on the plane next to us. Because like you don't see the cover, you don't see the like smutty cover. It's just like their ebook, and you can't.
Okay,
You can't. You know what I mean? Because like sometimes when you get on a plane or when you're on like some kind of public transportation and you see that person and they're just like out in front of everybody, like we all know what you're reading, like you just kind of look at them and you don't want to think the things
Speaking of planes,
that innately you think.
speaking of planes,
Yeah.
how about that situation that happened?
Oh, with the window?
It wasn't a window.
It was a window.
That wasn't a window.
I thought it was a window.
That wasn't a window.
What was it?
It was a door plug. So on some of that derivative of airplane, that's an emergency exit door. On others, it's not. It's a plug so that there's no exit door there.
Okay.
And it came off.
Yeah.
And then like everybody was quiet on the airplane as they're at like, I guess it was over 10,000 feet initially when it happened.
Yeah. What are you going to do? Are you going to start screaming and freaking out?
Yes. That's exactly what you're going to do. That's exactly what you should do.
Oh, I don't know.
A little kid's shirt got ripped off. It just got like sucked off like in dramatic fashion.
Don't you think though you would just be in shock and you wouldn't know what to say and you wouldn't know how to, like, I feel like I wouldn't even know what or where or I feel like I would be the same way. I'd
But
be
they're
like,
all just like sitting there with their masks on. I mean, because you can see all these videos and these people are just sitting there with the mask on quietly. Even the flight attendant is walking up and down the aisles. I don't know if he was still serving drinks or something. He probably should have. It should have been free at that point. But
maybe they were just trying to conserve their oxygen. Maybe they were like, I don't know. Maybe it was staged. Do you think it was staged?
no way.
You know?
No way.
I don't think so either. But still.
Here's the other thing that they're not really talking about is how cold it was.
Oh, I bet.
Because not only did they take off from Portland, which was cold below, right? But as soon as you start climbing, it gets whipping ass cold up there.
I don't know.
And they're just sitting there.
Probably praying.
I hope that they were praying. I hope that they were praying to whoever they believe in that this was not going to be that moment, because all these people had that footage on their phones, and then when they would have hit them whenever it took that final descent, they'd have seen all this video.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't like airplanes. I don't like it.
Well, you should probably get a new job.
I can't. I don't want to.
I am a little skittish about flying, though, because of that.
And I always pick the exit row, by the way.
Do you?
Yeah, because that's where the most legroom is.
Is it going to change now?
No.
So, anyways, that was pet peeves.
So would you rather lose all the money you've earned this year or lose all the memories you've gained?
Oh, that's easy. I didn't make any money this year. Gotcha. Broke student problems. Yeah, I'll lose all the money that I earned this year. I think I made like $800.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's probably tough. Really tough for you.
That's tough. I don't.
Ooh.
There's no right answer.
That's hard, man. Because I love memories.
It's the most valuable thing.
Yeah, but we're having a podcast because I made money.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
So it's like we couldn't do this if I didn't do that part.
Yeah.
And then
How about this? Do you feel like if you lost all of the memories that you had this year, they would still be cataloged in your social media anyways?
what do you mean? Like if I had amnesia?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That you could just like
that's what they are. They're memories. They're just recorded.
Right, but do you feel like the stuff that you've experienced this year, for the most part, has been cataloged in social media, and you can go back to it anyways? Is what I'm saying.
No, not really. I mean,
There's been stuff that
Yeah.
like hasn't made its way.
yeah, because I don't put everything out there.
Gotcha.
Okay, how about this one? Would you rather stay young physically or young mentally?
I think I'm past the point of staying young physically.
I was about to say physically.
It's
we
too
already
late.
we already done past
It's
that.
too late. My joints are deteriorating. Like things are, like you said, they're heading south. Like, nah, I would definitely like to stay young mentally. Cause I mean, eventually you're going to get to the point where like you cannot fight aging anymore. Like physical aging, you just can't. But your brain is going to start going. So, and that's like my biggest fear.
What, your brain going?
Yeah, it really is.
Why?
Because I like thinking. No, I mean, I'm a really intellectual person, and I feel like if I can't have conversations and I don't know where I am, and I like my memories are gone, like that's I mean, this is just a skin sack. You know what I mean?
Flesh bag.
Skin sack, flesh bag, same thing. Those are just synonyms. But like everything else is just it's all up here, all of it. And I don't want to not be me anymore. So yeah, that's one of my biggest fears. Speaking of, what's one of your biggest fears?
One of my biggest fears?
Yeah. Oh, I think we already talked about this.
Drowning.
No, we didn't, because you said you weren't afraid of anything the first time I asked you that.
Drowning. It's gotta be drowning.
Does it matter what kind of body of water you're drowning in?
Oh, water's water.
Okay, just curious.
Or being in a plane that's coming down.
Being in a plane that the door flies off.
I mean, my first 2 rules in life, right? Never jump out of a perfectly good airplane and never go on a ship that sinks on purpose.
All right.
Outside of that, everything's optional. So if I'm down in that plane and I've got those 30 to 60 seconds to realize that this isn't going to end well.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my best to stroke out.
Okay. Got it.
Be like, come on, pop that vessel.
You just be screaming. Anybody got any blow?
But drowning just sounds horrible.
It does. It really does. It sounds pretty bad.
Like when you see the movie Pearl Harbor, and there's those guys that are stuck in the ship. That's like that. It just is so cringy to me. Like that would be the worst way. Is like you're beating on the side of the hull and the water's coming up, and this is going to be it.
Do you think that fear stems from being in the Navy, or have you always had that fear?
No, I pretty much always had that fear.
Okay, just curious.
Other than that, I'm not really. What about you?
So back to back to the original question. Would you rather be young physically or mentally?
I'm young mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely not young physically.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already answered that question just by my presence here today. I become more and more of a walking sack of flesh. Gotcha. It works.
You're still just smart as a whip.
Most of the time, yeah. I'm still there most of the time as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got a debate.
Okay.
All right, so last night we were playing with our bud, Captain Cuddles, and he posed the debate question. Do you think in the world there's more wheels or there's more doors?
What?
In the world.
No, I heard the question.
Oh.
I'm just...
All right.
I don't think he was doing any drugs.
When he said that?
I don't think he was. But he might have.
But so are we, like, I don't know, are wheels like even like these knobs, or those wheels, or like...
No, those are knobs.
Those are knobs.
That help. Okay, the definition of a wheel.
Yeah.
Anything that can help propel. It's a mechanical.
Think about all the shopping carts and...
So is a cog and a clock a wheel?
No, that's
it's
a gear.
cog.
Think about the wheels on shopping carts, wheels on carts, wheels on 4-wheelers, wheels on 18-wheelers.
I think there's more doors.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Think about like how many doors are in one house. And I'm not just talking about entry and exit and bathrooms. I'm talking about like cabinets and bathroom cabinets and
That's what I said.
doors in hospitals and like...
Okay. Well, we'll just take one thing. We'll say a hospital. Great thing. There's a lot of doors.
Yeah.
I'm not going to there's cabinets. There's, personnel doors. How many wheels are on the bed? The IV poles. How many wheels are...
Oh, you're making me think really hard. I'm like, what does an IV pole even look like anymore? I don't even know.
It's got 3 wheels.
No, it's got 5.
Some have 5, some have 3.
But they're double wheels too. They're not
On
singles.
IV poles? No, they're not.
There's 2 wheels on a
Yeah,
side.
they are.
No, they're
double
not.
wheels.
Okay. How many wheels are in the toy store? All the cars, diecast cars, remote control cars.
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable now.
So does that change your mind? Is there still more doors?
Maybe there are more wheels. Maybe. Yeah, because you think about every freaking toy ever. It's a lot. Did you answer the question already?
I said I agree with you.
Oh,
More
about the doors?
Yeah.
I say more doors because I think of
You
an
guys are
office
team
building,
doors.
a high-rise office building.
Yeah. Again, office building. How many office
Oh, there's
chairs?
way more doors. There's way more doors than wheels in an office building.
I think I did change my mind. I think there are more wheels than
So
doors.
you're going to the dark side, huh?
Guess so.
But cabinet doors. There's a bunch of cabinet doors too. There's not a. I mean,
Not nearly as many wheels, though.
I'm talking myself out of it. So
I mean, my kitchen cabinet. I'm looking at it right now, and
I mean, yeah, that's a lot of doors. But
yeah.
if you think about an industrial cafeteria, you think about storage in an office building.
storage in a hospital, that's what I was thinking. I don't know. Why do you ask me the hard stuff? This is hard.
Because we're trying to keep you young by exercising your brain sickles.
That's hard.
You got to do these exercises, otherwise you're going to be physically and mentally not
Young?
young.
Not young. Got it.
Not whatever.
Okay.
We were playing Call of Duty last night with Cuddles and BJ,
Yeah.
also known as Alpha Fish Stick. Clan Tag DBV, if anybody sees us out there. And we run up and we kill this guy.
Okay.
And but when you just to set the scene, when you're in Call of Duty, you can talk to each other on opposite teams, right? You can talk trash to each other, whatever. And we kill this guy, and he's like, talking to us a little bit. He's like, "Hey, pick me up," and we couldn't pick him up because our team was full. And so BJ was, talking to him, and then we see this other team off the way that's sniping at us, and I'm a really good sniper. I'm just gonna say it. I'm one of the best snipers in the game. And I said, I said, bet you $10 you can't hit him. You can't down somebody. And I said, okay. So I line it up the shot, and I said, all right, he's gonna go down. He's like, all right, I'll cash app you $10 right now if you do it.
Yeah.
And I took the shot and I knocked him down.
Did he cash app you?
And I said, well, now you got to do it. And then BJ goes, well, he's the DB veteran, so you need to go look him up and do all this stuff. I said, yeah, you can just give me the money in the link tree. And so we're, talking to him. He's looking it up, blah, blah, blah. He said, let me go get my credit card. And then we ran off and we completed our stuff that we were doing right there.
Yeah.
Dude, cash app me $50.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
What was his
awesome.
name?
Cookies, Gods, Clan Tag's Gods, but it was cookies.
Clan Tag God's,
I'll link it
God's
in here.
Cookies.
God's cookies.
Yeah, so we friended him, and maybe we'll run with him again. So that's
Nice.
a little fun story that happened last night. I was
That's
like, oh,
pretty
man, that was
cool.
cool. It's really nice.
Towing yourself out on on video games.
Doing something.
No, but that was
Yeah,
really nice of
it
him.
was really fun and cool. No, those are cool interactions you can have on that.
That's a memory that you wouldn't want to give up.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
memory I wouldn't want to give up. 'Cause it was
Yeah.
fun.
So what'd you do with the $50?
Oh, that's right. I did. I bought our other teammate a headset and had it Amazon to him because he's got a horrible headset. Everybody spends all this money on these headsets.
Yeah.
Like they spend infinite amounts of money on these headsets. And the best one, in my opinion, is a $10 one that has one ear and this one's open and you can hear the rest of the world.
Is that the one that you have?
I
The
have one of
one-eared
those.
one?
I have one of those, and I have the other one.
Yeah, but I make him wear that one-eared one because he's so freaking loud.
Well, that's why I wear the. Well, and then I can hear what else is going on in the house, and
Yeah.
I'm not totally immersed in this world.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. As you should be. But
So that was fun.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a super cool
That's what you can do in
experience.
these interactions.
Yeah, I'm not
in these
gonna play video
electronic-
games.
You know what? You know what? I don't know if has Julie talked about her mom and what she does with video games. She's got a VR headset.
Oh, yeah, she did.
Yeah, she talked about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they old like her mom plays VR headset with her sister, and they play golf, and they have a seniors group in the virtual world that all play mini golf together.
Which is just mind-boggling to me because, I can't tolerate the VR. It makes me seasick.
No, I get vertigo.
And
from
so,
VR.
for the older generation to be doing that and be loving it and have turn it into a hobby, that's awesome because I can't.
like a daily, they're like daily.
Good for them.
One thing you should try though, so we have it on our VR, is a Sniper Elite. It's a sniper game in VR, and it's pretty fun. It's fun. And
See,
you play
but I can't deal with the intensity stuff.
It's so much.
Like it's like sensory overload
Yeah.
when it comes to intense stuff. Like if I was watching Jurassic Park in a VR headset, I'd die and have a heart attack. I'm like, oh my God, it's right there.
Maybe you should take your VR on your next plane trip just in
I
case.
don't have a VR. I don't have a VR. I probably will never have a VR. Sensory overload.
Yeah, I can't do it.
What else do we got in here?
I don't
Whoa.
know.
There are states that do cursive again?
I guess so.
This is a topic. What? Cursive is making a comeback.
That's what I learned from the comments.
This is cool. Like there's going to be kids that can read what we write again?
Are you ever going to write like a journal in cursive? No. Everything that you
They can read the Declaration of Independence
they can.
in
Yeah.
its original format.
And if they could write a check if they needed to.
But you don't even have to
No,
use
you don't.
cursive to write a check.
Well, I mean, to sign your name.
You don't have
Right.
to.
That's a signature, though.
You don't have to, though.
You don't have
There's
to.
no requirement to sign in cursive.
I guess you're right.
Like, my kids don't sign in cursive.
Mine don't either.
So basically, we've got a blank spot for cursive in this world.
Yeah. I think that's why they stopped teaching it, is because it's not relevant anymore.
No, I'm saying educationally, we have a blank spot. I mean, because come on, kids are still taking Latin. That's the deadest language ever,
No, it's not.
other than for,
It's not required, though. Like,
But they still-
cursive used to be required for us.
yeah, but they still offer it.
Yes, that's
And
an
they've
offer.
always offered it.
Latin?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can offer cursive.
Okay, so if you're going to go into law or if you're going to go into medicine, you need to take Latin. 100% you need to take Latin.
And I can say you can do that occupationally for cursive.
What
For what?
occupation needs cursive?
Law,
no.
No.
medicine,
No.
No.
scribe,
Calligraphy.
calligraphy.
Cake decorator.
There you go.
Got it.
It's true. Cake decorator.
Cake decorator needs to know how to write in cursive. No, but I mean, like, even like a scribe, everything that they do is going to be on a computer.
I don't know.
I mean, I think it's definitely a lost art form, but I don't think that it is necessary anymore.
Okay.
I got a question for you guys. What was the most helpful advice you've ever received?
Whoa.
Let you think about it for a little bit, but
Yeah. Can we come back to that? I've gotten a lot of unsolicited advice. And
what is a nugget that a mentor instilled in you or a friend, gave you that?
is this
Good
like
advice.
a life lesson or just anything?
It's the most helpful advice. It could be a life lesson. I mean, that's what advice is.
We're going deep today.
I know we are going like, I am sorry, you guys.
Why are we so deep today?
New year, new us.
Oh my God. It's a lot of thinkier stuff.
Or we cannot.
I just can't think of that.
You want to save it for another time?
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I have one. It's not really relevant to like life. It's only relevant to work, but it's something that has resonated with me forever. It's like, it's really hard to kill a person.
And that, folks, is the end of our episode.
I'm dead serious because like when you start taking care of people and you realize that you're like responsible for their lives, it's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. And I had this like old school nurse, like she'd been doing it for forever and ever. And she looked at me and she was like, "Don't worry, humans are really hard to kill." And I was just like, "What?" But it's true. You have to really, really mess up to kill somebody.
Mess
really
up or
do.
try really hard.
Both. Well, yeah, both. Both.
Okay. Take that.
That was one really good nugget of like advice that somebody has given me. Not that I practice by that, but it's true. We're resilient.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad that we are resilient.
I mean, did you meet our mom? Good God, they could not kill her
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm over here like I got nothing.
I got nothing because nobody's ever told me
Man
anything.
who run in front of car get tired. Man who run behind car get exhausted.
That's pretty good. That was funny. Yeah, no. I guess the only other thing that I have is like, what's the worst that could happen? They say no.
Don't shit where you eat.
That's the best advice somebody gave you?
Don't shit where you eat. Whatever it is, if it's providing food for you, don't take a dump there.
Okay.
That goes with relationships. If it's where you work, don't get in a relationship there.
Well, yeah, isn't that what that means?
It could mean that. It could mean don't poo-poo somewhere that provides you. Doesn't have to be a relationship.
Yeah, in theory, it's relational, because whether it's like your family or your significant other or your work, like it's all relational.
Mm-hmm. That's all I got. That wasn't a very good one.
Mine was, well, the other thing too that somebody told me is like, what is if you feel like you want to do something and you're scared of it, what's the worst that can happen? Like, stop and think, like, what's the worst that can happen? Because mine was always like, I used to have like this crippling fear of approaching people and asking for something. Like, I would never do it, never. And most of the time after I heard that, like, what's the worst that can happen? They can say no. You know, after I heard that, like, I haven't really been afraid to go after things that I want.
Oh, I was going to say it differently. And it was probably Mom that said it.
No, it wasn't.
No, for me.
Oh.
For me. It was the only person stopping you was you.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's honestly the truth. There is no thing in this world that will stop somebody from doing something except for themselves.
Yep. 100%. 100%. Dad said something similar to that, and it was about can't.
Clean your room.
He quoted something from somewhere. He said there's nothing in the world that you can't do. There's only things that you choose not to do.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing.
That's it. That's the money shot. Yeah, that was probably the best advice that I had ever been given. But it was a quote from somewhere, and he told me that. So, yeah. So are you ready?
I'm ready to go.
You ready?
Let's go. Let's go to the comments.
To the comments.
Let's go to the comments. BJ, can you read the comments? Because I don't want to read them.
All right. Rebecca Martin, 3832, says, emojis are the current population's Egyptian symbols. Can you imagine in 1,000 years trying to discern an emoji?
I'm not going to be here in 1,000 years, so.
No, just
But
the
can
thought.
you imagine it?
I can not imagine 1,000 years from now.
I mean, we're not like writing emojis on the walls.
Some people are.
Yeah, you're right.
Have you seen the bathroom stalls these days?
No.
I mean, it's nothing but emojis.
No.
Wait, okay. So do women's restrooms get graffiti?
Yeah,
like,
you guys get
If I'm in a real seedy bar, then they might have something written on the wall. But
No, like
No.
men's restrooms is everywhere.
right.
the ones that I choose to go to, no, they don't have anything
I feel
written
like
on
I'm
the
worried
walls.
if they don't. Like even airports. Like it's got to have a little bit of
Yeah.
something to do while I'm sitting there.
You don't take your phone to the bathroom?
I'm afraid to drop my phone.
I am too. I am too.
Like it's
Also,
not just
really
afraid to drop
gross.
my
It's
phone
just
in the
gross.
toilet, it's also on the floor. Because if you drop your phone on the floor, you've got to lean down and get it. And then people might suspect that you're because you have to understand that the men's bathroom is like a quiet library. Like no words shall parse between lips in a men's bathroom. It is a silent, sanctimonious place where you go to point A, you do your business, and you leave as soon as you can.
You
as
guys don't
fast as you
talk to
can.
each other like when you're at the urinals?
No.
Oh,
it's
God,
not.
no.
No, God,
Why?
no. That's exactly the wrong time to talk to someone else. When you're holding your gun there and you're going like, hey, guy, what are you doing?
No, I'm not saying strike up a conversation. Just be like, how's it going?
What's
like,
up?
Yeah, no. It's,
you no words.
no
nothing?
words, no.
That's so awkward.
No, it's not. It's the peace. It's the unspoken truce.
What about when you wash your hands? Do you say anything?
No.
You wash your hands.
The only way you would ever vocalize something to another stranger is if they ripped one, you say nice. That's it.
Ew.
Or somebody in the stall like
Unless somebody,
really
like-
throwing down some sounds.
randomly starts singing, then you have to join in.
You should be that
Oh,
guy.
that'd be funny.
You should be that
you
guy.
have
You
to-
should go into a public restroom and just randomly start singing.
No, I don't think I could do it.
Oh, that would
You
be
don't understand.
hilarious.
It's tense. It's
The only thing that's stopping you is you.
and my desire to do it. Because number one, I'm not going to record that. Okay.
Why not? Oh my God, it would be so funny.
Do you know how much hate mail we would get if either of us like recorded that and put that on there?
Why
Like,
would
I'm
you-
in the Atlanta airport. Like everybody in the world would be like, "That was you? That was you? And you're now filming this? I was right beside you that whole time. I can't believe that you broke the rules. Like I could go in front of the man council for that one and lose my card.
Wow, really?
Okay.
It's not that serious.
How much would it take for you to do that? So listen, we can pose it to the listeners to send in videos of them singing
guys
in
do
random
it.
public bathrooms just to see what the reaction is.
Oh, if you guys truly believe that it is not this like sacred place and that you can break those rules, please send us a video. Send us a video.
There's not a person in this world that is watching this right now
I
that's going to do it.
guarantee you. I guarantee.
100%.
Hey, you guys have freak flags. You guys have them.
You don't have that kind of a fleek flag. You know,
To sing in a public bathroom.
you know that you will be judged by the council.
Yeah.
We
God.
all fear the council.
It is not that serious.
It is.
No.
So
Okay, well, women aren't like that.
I know you guys are having a party in there. You got couches and
Yes.
like are they passing out drinks?
why is there a couch
should
in the
be.
bathroom?
I would.
Why is there?
Why is there a couch in the woman's bathroom?
Because sometimes we have to wait on our girls. Like sometimes they're in there and they're having a thing.
You know, you can wait outside.
No.
I can see it now. I can see it now. You're standing up against the side towards the men's restroom, men's stalls, and somebody walks up, be like, "You in line, man?" And it's like, "No, I'm waiting for my bro." It would be like, "Get out, get out."
Something's wrong with you. Call the
Get out.
cops.
Yeah. I mean, there's that. Like, I don't know. Maybe we just want to sit down and fix our makeup and not be in front of the mirror.
Right by
Maybe
someone taking a deuce?
it's not right by somebody's.
Well, it's in
Usually,
the
if there's
room.
It's in the room.
Usually, if there is a sitting area, it is away from the actual.
Somebody's in this space grunting one out.
But we don't do that. At least most women don't do that. Not in public restrooms. Like if we feel like we got to like, you know,
You stifle your grunts?
work through it, then I mean, I don't do that in a public bathroom. I can't. Like I think I have like a poo phobia or something.
A lot of people do. But maybe
Yeah.
that's our version of singing is us grunting. Because we'll grunt away, man.
Some of them you're like, sometimes you're like, "Bro, you good? You good?"
So you do say words to them.
Well,
It's in your
only when
mind.
it's funny.
It's in your mind, and only when it's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only when it's like an atomic explosion that's going on, and they're just, you know. Those are the ones you
No.
got, bro. You good?
You drop a bowl of chili.
Like if we're in there and we need something, like we don't have a problem, like, you know, saying, "Hey, can you hand me some
no.
toilet paper, or do you have a tampon?" Like whatever.
No.
Like women will do that. Yeah.
You don't need it.
No.
You don't need it.
You don't need toilet paper?
It doesn't matter. You
No,
figure it out.
if you go into a stall and you've gotten that far and you don't have toilet paper,
If you didn't expect,
you
you inspect the stall before you
Yeah.
sit down.
Right.
Okay, you leave the door open because that's your chance to get back out, right? And that's when you can actually say something to somebody like, "There's no toilet paper."
Yeah.
That you can say.
Okay.
Because that's a warning for him to not go in there and be that dude.
Oh yeah, we do
Right.
that.
But you open the door, you walk to the stall, you open the door, and you're looking, you're like, "Everything I need, toilet's there, toilet paper's there." That's really about all I need. You might even look to see if you got a book bag, if there's a hook. You know, that's airport kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But once you close that door,
That's it.
you got one of two options. You do your business, or you turn and stand there like you're doing your business for 5 minutes and flush the toilet.
Seriously.
Yeah. Because you can't close that door and then just come right back out.
Is this a thing that you do?
You can't. You can't.
Why?
Because you can't. I don't know why you can't.
Okay.
These are things you can't do.
Okay.
All right. So you'll stand there with your feet facing outward
Mm-hmm.
for 5 minutes and you'll wait. And then you can't go to another stall. You have to leave that bathroom and you got to go to another one. If it was messed up, you just don't say a word. Just go to
Why?
It's code.
This
It's
is
code.
ridiculous.
No, this is code.
What, is
Unwritten
it like? Is
rules.
it like written on a wall
No, it's
somewhere? Do you
unwritten
guys
rules.
like where? Who teaches you? Are these like handed down from father to son?
Yes.
At
Yes.
times.
So dad
times.
taught you all this stuff.
At times. It's also experience modifiers through life.
Well, if it's an experience and it's okay, so if you change the way that you're doing it, then it's not a code. If you've
you
changed,
can't change the way you do it.
but you just said it's experience modifiers.
Yes, you learn and you understand and you feel the air. It's written in the air.
This is ridiculous. This is the most ridiculous thing I
Written in
think
the
we've
air. You
ever
guys know.
talked about ever.
You guys know that this is written in the air.
No.
There's a clear set of rules.
Listen, if I go into a stall and I close the door and I'm checking everything out and there's something I don't need, I'm going to walk straight back out there and I'm going to go right next to the stall next to me. And I will tell the person behind me, like, hey, there's no toilet paper or there's no seat covers or there's no whatever.
No, because you just took that stall away from somebody else who was waiting. Can't do that.
Okay.
You have to then return back to either you could probably get away with going back to the end of the line, though somebody would see you and they'd be like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
So it's more appropriate to leave that bathroom completely, maybe come back in 10 or 15 minutes and use it, or go to another bathroom. Completely.
This is so weird. This is so weird.
These are the rules.
Okay, so because I have tact, I would obviously, if there was a line, I would say, hey, there's no toilet paper in here. Do you mind if I go to that one? They'd be like, yeah, sure. Go ahead. Or they wouldn't, and they would be rude.
I don't even know how another man would react to that question.
Yeah.
They'd be like, dude, can I take that you were about to use? Because mine doesn't have any toilet paper. I would probably leave if somebody asked me that. I don't want to be there for whatever's going down. There's some soup happening that I don't need to be part of. I'm leaving the bathroom and
This
just like,
is ridiculous.
I don't even know.
It's so ridiculous. Like, there's this whole bathroom. I don't even know what to call it.
Etiquette.
It's etiquette.
It's not etiquette, but
we're
okay. So
fancy.
etiquette.
We have etiquette.
We have etiquette.
No, you have
For real.
stupid rules because I have etiquette. If I come out of the bathroom and there's a line of people, I'm not going to like leave that bathroom there for somebody else to go into and then have the same problem. I'm going to tell whoever it is that's in line, hey, there's no toilet paper. And their etiquette should be to let me go into the bathroom next to it. Yes.
You don't understand. You don't know their situation. My boy could be holding back the tides. Okay.
Okay.
And if you go and jump in front of him when he's holding back the tides, he might give you the tides.
So this is a different conversation. We're talking about etiquette versus urgency.
No,
like you're
this is the same thing.
you're assuming that the person that is in line behind you is about to crap themselves. That's not always the situation.
No, you have to assume that with a man.
Yes. Yeah, because okay, listen, okay, we have urinals. If they have to take a piss, they can wait. They have to go pee.
Yeah.
But the stall is there for one thing.
And you don't care if urinals, you don't care if they work. It doesn't even have to function. As long as there's a wall there.
Vessel. not getting your shoes wet.
Exactly.
Fine.
Even then, you can kind of like lean out. But you don't take another man's stall when it's his turn.
I will make sure that I don't take another man's stall.
But the thing about it is you are free once you're in there to spend as long as you want.
Okay.
There is no time limit.
But I feel like
Because it's like you have secured this mountain is yours today until you're done with it.
that should be true across the board. Like you shouldn't have
But
to
it doesn't
rush.
matter what you're doing. I mean, there are gonna be people in there writing letters to dead family members or something. I don't know what they're doing. They could be like finishing the last chapter of the book that they've been writing for the past 10 years. They have as much time as they want.
Okay.
And there's a respect for that. And the person in line have a choice to make, right? And this is where you have it out, right? Is if you're in line and the line is taking too long, you can leave. That's one of the times that you can just walk away.
Right.
And it's okay. Nobody will judge you. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh, damn.
Okay.
Bathroom etiquette.
Bathroom
101.
etiquette with Dad Bod and BJ in the morning.
So thanks, Rebecca, for your comment about emojis.
Yeah. For real.
Wow, that went down a bunny trail, didn't it?
All right.
Okay, what else we
Moving
got?
right along.
I got another comment. JTZR1 says you could start a new conversation. Barbecue versus grilling. So many say that they are having barbecue and they are grilling hot dogs and hamburgers. Or who has better barbecue?
All right. So this is going to be a whole map thing, isn't it? This is probably going to be a whole map thing. So when you have a barbecue, right?
A what?
A barbecue.
You don't have a barbecue.
A cookout. It's a
Oh,
barbecue.
so you're talking about the event.
Yes.
Okay,
When
I
you
thought you were
have a
talking about the
barbecue
grill.
or you have a cookout, normally you're grilling whatever said food, right? When you eat barbecue, that's like the food, the pulled pork, the pork, beef, whatever, brisket. That's eating barbecue. So there are two different things. It's an event and
The consumption of said product does not equal barbecue, in my mind. Barbecue is a specific subset of prepared food.
okay. So what is it when you have people over and you're cooking on the grill?
And we're gonna grill out.
You're gonna grill out,
Grill out.
cook out, or having a
We're
barbecue.
gonna have a cookout. But see, when I say barbecue, I feel like I'm doing barbecue stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's got some barbecue sauce involved with it, or
Okay.
something like that.
I think that they all exist. All of it.
No. It's
So there's
separate.
definitely a difference.
There's definitely a
When you
difference.
grill something, you're high heat. You're quickly doing it.
Yeah.
Barbecuing is usually a slower
process.
event.
Yeah, and then there's smoking, which then throws a whole different animal in there.
You guys are talking about the different ways to prepare food. I'm talking about that people for whatever reason in different areas of the country, or it's just what comes out of their mouth, they can either say we're having a barbecue, or we're grilling out, or we're having a cookout. Like those are the...
Yeah, I would only use grill out and cookout. Those would be my two go-tos. Unless I'm smoking something, I would say we're going to smoke something.
Right. Well, that usually lasts 8 to 16 hours.
Yeah,
And
yeah. You're usually if you're going to smoke something, people just come over the tail end
yeah.
Gotcha.
The
because
exciting
that's a
part.
process. That's a process.
So when you have people over on Memorial Day and you're cooking on the grill, whatever it is, or you're making a brisket or whatever.
Oh no. Well, can't say brisket.
Brisket
Why?
goes in the smoker.
That's a smoking.
Nuance.
The
Okay.
method in which you're preparing it is indicative of the type of event that you're having.
I see. Well,
That's how I look at it.
I look at it as etiquette.
Well, the people want to know what's going on,
Well,
how
yeah,
it's being
you can
prepared,
tell
because
them what's going on.
That changes the sides.
You can tell them what is going on. You can say we're having a barbecue or we're having a cookout, and then you can say we're making X, Y, and Z.
But you don't barbecue hot dogs.
Right.
You grill hot dogs.
You grill hot dogs.
You're right. I agree
I
with
guess you
you.
can smoke hot dogs.
I agree with you. Do
I
you
don't
hear
know
me
why you would
agreeing with
wanna-
you? But there are people who call an event like that a barbecue.
Right.
I'm not saying that that's what I say.
Okay.
Are
Yes.
there?
Yes. There's facts that people are wrong.
So there are people, you're telling me there are people on the other side of this screen right now that use the word barbecue as an all-encompassing word for an event that involves high heat,
Yes.
meats of some sort.
Yes, actually,
And then-
we just got sent a message. These people are from New York. They just moved down here, and they said we're having a barbecue.
But what are they?
Yeah.
But what are they barbecuing? I mean, we
I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet
When I think of
because I've
barbecue,
been
I think there's
arguing
like
with you.
ribs,
Yeah.
or there's like pork of some sort, barbecue pork chops.
I don't know.
You
Yeah.
know, barbecues makes me think of sauce.
Right.
Like I'm gonna get some
Yeah,
barbecue,
ribs.
the barbecue chicken. I don't. The preparation method is got to be in the title.
Okay.
Also, I mean, especially for ladies, you want to know what you're going to wear, because when it comes to barbecue, you know that there's some sauce involved, and it's going to be messy.
No, that doesn't.
Right?
That doesn't dictate because I
Oh, you ain't gonna wear white to a barbecue.
why not?
Nobody's gonna wear white
Oh.
to no barbecue
You're going to make a mess.
because it's gonna be sauce.
No, I'm not.
There's gonna be ribs all over the place, or it's gonna be
Or
barbecue
it may not be
chicken.
you making a mess. It's somebody's eating next to you is
Someone
making a mess.
Is
Oh,
gonna
okay.
be flinging sauce somewhere.
Okay.
At a barbecue.
That doesn't tell me that I'm not going to wear
Like
white.
when somebody's having a cookout or they're grilling out, okay, you may be able to wear something a little bit nicer because it may just be a burger, may just be a hot dog. It's usually doesn't involve a bunch of sauce when it's a grill out or a cookout.
What about ketchup and mustard?
Yeah, okay, that's
Condiment.
That's not a sauce. Sauce is the whole thing is engulfed in said liquidity device.
It's not a word. You're just making words up.
That's what barbecue is it has been basted, battered, covered in sauce. So
Yeah.
I think we should go to story time.
Is it story time?
It is story time.
It's story time.
This story is again from our good buddy Brad Goss, and it is called Camp Coronavirus. Because you didn't wash your hands.
Okay.
I picked this one because I thought it might be one of your faves.
Oh, yeah? You think
Yeah.
so?
All right.
COVID's a touchy subject, man.
BJ, cue the music.
Gotcha.
Sometimes it's hard for you to see why we wash our hands after going pee. Your mother made it very clear. Germs are what we have to fear. Poop contains the E. coli and bacteria that might make you die.
It's true. It's very true.
Coronavirus is not about beer. Death is what we really fear. Now you have been quarantined because your hands you would not clean.
People don't wash their dang hands.
It's all your fault that you got sick. You never listen, you little prick. I love you, Brad.
That was a good one.
You're a demented little dude.
That was
I
a good
love
one,
you.
Brad. That was good.
Well, I think that's all we have for today
I think that's it.
for episode 9 of the Check Your Feelings podcast.
That was fun.
That was fun.
It was
that was
fun.
fun.
Very deep. We got a little deep.
We got a little
It was
deep
all
on
right.
this one. That's fine. It's good to go deeper on as well. So I guess we'll see you all again in 2 weeks. And if you're not liking and subscribing all of our socials, please do so. In my link tree, you'll find my link tree and all of my socials. You'll also find KJ the Millennial socials. You'll also find Mrs. DBV's socials. And
Check us out.
Yeah, check
give
us
us a like.
out.
Give us a follow. We're also humorous.
all right, y'all. Until next time,
See you later, guys.
check your feelings.
Bye. What's that?
That's a beard.
The thing under your beard.
My chest.
What does it say? I can't read
This
it.
is backbone apparel.
Oh, okay. What's that?
People with a spine.
They wear clothes.
They wear clothes.
People with spines
People
wear
with
clothes.
spines wear clothes. I like
Listen,
it.
you are leaving out the spineless community.
I
People
Oh,
without
we are
spines.
an all-inclusive podcast.
People without spines wear clothes too. Worried about you.
Oh, why are you worried about me?
Because
Do you want to talk about it?
Ray's so worried about me.
what?
Speaking of stealth mode, do you remember telling me that last night?
What?
When you were like having an apneic episode and I rubbed you and I was like,
Okay.
babe, you got to roll over. And you were like, why? Why? And I was like, because you're not breathing. You're like, I'm just in stealth mode. And you like rolled over. So funny.
Just in stealth mode?
That's what he said. He was like, I'm just in stealth mode.
I don't know.
Because he wasn't breathing. And I was like I usually do because he won't wear a CPAP. I was like, babe, roll over. And he was like, it's fine. I'm just in
CPAPs are
stealth
for
mode.
Are weenies.
There's a baby spider right there. No, right here. Here. I got him.
Squirrel.
Exactly. Shiny ball syndrome. Welcome, Kelly. This is going to be a
Thanks.
limited VJ video.
Yeah. Well, trust me, I like that.
No, we like it with you in there.
No, you guys are.
This is a group thing.
I understand, but you guys are the stars, and I'm okay with that.
He called me a star. Did you guys hear that? Thoughts? Comments? Concerns?
Poop out.
Oh, poop pile. There was so much poop in this episode. Why?
This
All the
episode
poop.
stinks.
As you fumble with your microphone,
Oh.
super loud.
Can I make more? Can you hear me now?
We're going to do ASMR.
Oh, that's a pet peeve. Oh my God, I can't.
Kelly, you
No.
need to accentuate the letter T. It's just for you.
You need headphones.
I do not. I don't get that. It makes zero sense to me. No, thank you.
No, do it. Just do it. Do it. Do it. Do it for the gram. Kelly, we are going to talk about the things that involve poop. We will talk.
I can't do it. Like, ew. It's I don't get it. I don't
I want to
understand.
hear myself for ASMR. Do I have enough cord for me to get it?
You got it?
It sounds great when I talk like this. Oh, Billy.
Oh, Billy.
I could do this all day.
You could probably make a lot of money doing that.
Probably.
All those thirsty chicks that are up in his oh Lord.
No one will want to use this microphone again.
I know, and we don't have a label maker yet.
All right. Ready to break?
Yep.
And scene.